Hey guys, welcome back to a new channel. Yeah, I know today's a rainy day here in um in Tianjin, China. So anyway, guys, as you can see, the building I've been talking about. Well, they've added this now to stop any debris from falling to people's heads, bashing them, and going to the hospital. Okay, I got a bit dark. Let's not go there. So yeah, it's raining. Now today, guys, I want to talk about something mysterious. It's a bit weird. So this is a historical video, right? I'm gonna talk about a historical event. Now I know many of you will click off the video just from hearing that because a lot of y'all don't like history. But honestly, history is very important, kids. Never take history for granted because history, if you don't learn about the world, then honestly, what do you know about? If you don't know about history, if you don't know about our history, then it's kind of embarrassing, honestly. So, this historical event that I'm going to be talking about is the Tiananmen Square massacre. Now, for those who don't know history, the Tiananmen Square massacre may seem a bit weird. Basically, it was the Tiananmen Square protests were basically a series of massive protests that happened across China in 1989. Basically, there were anti-government protests carried out by students, farmers, and just liberals, people who want reformists, etc., etc. And because of this, the Chinese government brutally cracked down on the protests, and that's why it's called the Tiananmen Square massacre, where over 10,000 Chinese students were killed in the protest. So, something weird happened during the protests. So after the massacre happened on the night of June 4th, by the way, and the next morning on June the 5th, Chinese tanks, yes, they brought in the Chinese military. Chinese tanks were leaving the city. And then something interesting happened. So here's one of the photos of the Tiananmen Square massacre, as you can see. So here you can see these Chinese tanks. They're leaving the square. Right now, I wish I could show you a video, but I fear I'm gonna get copyright striked. But whatever. So as you can see, there's these tanks. They're leaving the city. But then, this random mysterious man stands in front of the tanks. Now, to give some context, the tanks were leaving, and the man randomly showed up and stood in front of the tanks to block their way. And then what happened later is that this tank started going around the guy, but the guy then went around the tank as well, and blocked the tanks from reaching. And then the guy did something absurd. What he did was that he climbed on top of this tank, had a conversation with the tank man, the man inside of the tank, and left again. And then a few minutes later, Chinese security forces took the man away. That is the official video from BBC that I watched. So there's a lot of speculation about this tank man dude. The speculation is that, first of all, who is this guy? If I search on Wikipedia, for example, right, about the tank man, even Wikipedia can't even give me a convincing answer. It's not loading. I'm sorry for that, but yeah, Wikipedia can't even give a convincing answer to this. Okay, lost the image. I'm so sorry. Wait. Why do that? Okay, whatever. You don't need to see the photo anymore. So, yeah, that was basically the photo. Now, the main speculation for why that man was standing in front of the tank was. Now, what we know about the guy is that he was a Chinese protester, of course. I mean, if he wasn't a protester, then why would he be standing in front of a tank blocking its way? Of course he was a protester. Now, that Chinese guy was wearing a white shirt with black trousers and was holding white shopping bags and had black hair. So he was a very black and white guy. So the clothing is nothing, has nothing to do with anything. I mean, it's just what he wears: white shirts, black trousers. But the main question is, why was he holding two shopping bags? Now, obviously, he wasn't going to shop there because the Chinese government declared martial law at that time, and so all the shops are closed. So why was he holding two shopping bags? And also, nobody knows anything about the man. It's really weird. In fact, people don't even know his name, except for one guy called Wang Weilin. He said that he was that tank man, even though there's no proof of that. So the man is completely anonymous. So if you all know anything about him, make sure to let me know. Make sure to let me know in the comments if you know anything about the man. If you know him personally, or do you know anything about him, like, in general. That's all I'm gonna say. As the Tiananmen Square tank man, yeah, he's a very mysterious dude. Not even Wikipedia knows who he is. That's how mysterious he is. There is no signs of him at all. So yeah, if you want me to help me solve this case, make sure to write down a comment regarding the man so that I can, try to figure out who he is, and you can try to figure out as well yourself. Write something to different Wikipedia articles and all that, and try to get knowledge about the man to find out who he actually was, or he's even still alive. It was a pretty young looking guy. He looks like he was like 19 or 20, like he was in university or Lake College or whatever. He was protesting. And by the way, the Tiananmen Square massacre was condemned by many countries across the world, including the West. But I mean, the West condemns anything they don't like, so that's just how they are. But yeah, guys, saying if you know anything about the man, let me know down in the comments below. So yeah, that is about it. Thank you for watching. Bye.